All right, my friends, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. As I've been saying, I will be gone next week. I'm going to Lake Powell for a week. So I'll be gone for a week and then I'll be back for 2 weeks. And then I have my retreats, my Ireland and Spain. So next week, I think I have Victoria subbing this class on Tuesday, John subbing it on Thursday. Yeah. And then other announcements. I don't know. I think that's about it. Have all my retreats. If anyone wants to join me, you guys know I always want you to come. So me and Kim are doing one. We just added Italy next June. So just keep that up here in here. Okay. We're gonna start laying down today, and everybody has a strap, yes? Okay, cool. So go ahead and just lay down on your back. And as you lay down, might feel good to just move your body a little bit, maybe a full body stretch. Maybe you wanna just give yourself a little temple massage or jaw massage. So any little movements, wiggles, and then eventually just find stillness, settle in. And as you rest on the ground, just really let the ground hold all of your weight. So anything you feel like you're trying to hold up, see if you can just let go, give in, surrender. Let your body fully relax. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And if you want to, you can even bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. And let's take 3 big deep breaths together. So next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can. Send your breath into every little space inside of you, down into your toes, out into your fingers, up into the crown of your head. Hold. And then open your mouth and just big sigh, let it go. Good, couple more like that. Big, huge inhale. See if you can feel your belly inflate with your inhalation. So breathe all the way down. Hold, let your breath circulate around inside. And then when you're ready, just big open mouth sigh, release. Do that one more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Take a moment to pause in fullness, maybe an extra little sip. And then open your mouth. When you're ready, just let it go. Good. Seal your lips now and begin to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So start to create that sound with your breath, that gentle whisper noise with your breath. Slow and steady, big and spacious. And then keep your breath going. Keep your awareness of your breath. And go ahead and just draw your knees in towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. Give your low back a little massage against the ground. And then after a few rocks, just set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. Locate your strap. Sorry, I should have told you to have it somewhere you'll be able to grab it. So locate your strap, lift your right foot, and wrap your strap around the ball of your right foot or the sole of your right foot. So I like it around the ball or the arch usually, but you can kind of feel what feels best for you. And extend your leg, your right leg, straight up towards the ceiling. Try to keep a neutral spine. So rather than rounding your back, backs of your shoulders are rooting down towards the ground as you extend up through your right heel. So flex your toes back, press through your heel. You can choke up on your strap as much as you want. Sometimes I like to wrap my strap around my hand so I don't have to pull on it so hard. And if you would like, you're welcome to slide your left leg forward. So rather than keeping your foot on the ground, just extend your left leg and imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Take a couple breaths and imagine you can breathe up the length of your right leg. And just feel whatever there is to feel, any sensation that's there. Really root the back of your right hip down as you press up through your heel. And then this isn't very much movement, it's just a little shift. Take your right foot and move it about 6 to 12 inches to the left. So not a whole lot, but just past midline. Keep the back of your hip rooted down. So you want to feel this stretch a little more in the outside of your right thigh or down the outside of your right leg. Yeah, good. Couple more rounds. Flex your toes, press through your heel, nice and neutral through your spine, soft through your face. And then go ahead and switch your strap into just your right hand and extend your right leg straight out to the right. So let your right leg open up. And if you want, you can reach your left arm out to the left. Keep both of your hips, backs of your hips rooted down, backs of your shoulders rooted down, and just open up as much as feels right to you. I like to rest my right elbow and upper arm on the ground as a little support. So if that's available, go for it. And just feel that opening through your hip, your groin. Keep pressing out through your heel. Keep your leg as straight as you can. Keep breathing, slow, steady, deep breaths. Take a couple more. Good job, you guys. So really just feeling into your right leg and the length there. Go ahead and bring your leg back to center. And you can switch your grip or you can release your strap. I'll leave it up to you. We're moving into a twist. So as you're ready, roll over onto your left side and your right leg can either stay extended and you can keep it in your strap, or you can let it go and just focus on the twist. If you do, keep your foot in the strap, keep pressing through your heel, flexing through your toes, and gently tugging with your left arm. Shoulders are open, square towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Gaze up or over your right shoulder, whatever feels best in your neck. And if you need to adjust at all, kind of scoot your hips around, feel free. Breathe all the way down into low belly, all the way down into your hips and the back of your right leg. Take about 2 more rounds. Good job, you guys. And then end of your next exhale. So take it all the way to emptiness and come back to neutral spine. You've still got your foot in your strap. You may extend it up one last time. Take a big deep breath. And then everybody go ahead and just release your strap. So bend your knees, set your strap to the side for a moment. And you choose any neutralizing movements in between sides. So maybe you want to take a big full body stretch. Maybe you want to hug your knees in, little rock. Maybe you even want a little happy baby. Yeah, so just take a moment, whatever feels good for you. And then in your next couple breaths, bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent and set yourself up on the other side. So grab your strap once again and wrap it around the bottom of your left foot. Extend your left leg straight up. So be intentional with where and how you place your strap. Press through your heel, flex through your toes. And find as much length in your left leg as possible. Choke up on your strap as much as feels right to you. If you want to wrap your strap around your hands once or twice, you don't have to grip so hard. please do so. And if you want to slide your right leg forward, extend your right leg, go for it. Imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh. Keep a neutral spine. Backs of your shoulders rooted, back of your head rests down. And the back of your left hip is grounded. So as you pull on your strap, imagine you're grounding the back of your left hip down. Take a couple more rounds. Feeling, noticing, maybe this side feels different than the other, maybe not. And then move your left foot again, just 6 to 12 inches over to the right. So past midline, just a tiny bit. Back of your left hip still is rooted down. So you're not going into your twist yet, but you feel the stretch a little more on the outside of your left leg. Yeah, good. Send your breath up the length of your right leg, and maybe you even visualize that, imagine that just with your awareness, with your intention. Take one more big breath here. And then switch your strap into your left hand and let your left leg open all the way out to the left. Press out through your heel. Keep your leg lifted as high as you can. So working your flexibility, your mobility, and breathing into it. If you are able to, you might rest your left elbow or your upper arm against the ground. Your right leg is extended. Imagine that heavy sandbag. If you want to extend your right arm out to the right, go for it. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Flex your toes, press through your heel. Open through your heart, soft through your face. Really good, everybody. One more big deep breath. And then ease your left leg up through center. And either keep your strap around your foot as you move into your supine twist, or if you'd rather let it go and just focus on the twist, that's fine with me. So roll onto your right side, left arm out to the left, or cactus position with your left arm. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Feel that long line from your left shoulder down to your left hip. Press out through your heel if you've still got your strap around your foot. If you need to adjust your hips at all so that this feels a little more sustainable, feel free. 2 or 3 more rounds. Good job, friends. And I'll just leave it up to you when you feel pretty much even on both sides with your twist. Help yourself back to center. And if you want to, you can extend your left leg straight up just a little bit longer, 1 or 2 more breaths there. And then eventually release your strap. And again, take any neutralizing movement that you would like. So full body stretch, hug your knees in, rock it out side to side, happy baby, wherever you'd like to go. And then it's up to you. You can find your own way up to your hands and your knees, or option to rock and roll along your spine. So hug your knees in and start to rock and roll forward and back a few times. After a few rocks, just rock up, cross your ankles, and roll over your feet, coming onto your hands and your knees. So in your next couple breaths or so, tabletop position, however you want to get there. And then once you're there, you know the drill. Just start exploring movement. Cat cows, hip circles, child's pose. Anything that your body is calling for. Just feeling into what's inside, what's present for you today. Not needing to necessarily figure anything out, but just noticing, just allowing, just observing. And if you've lost your breath, it's kind of faded, great time to now bring it back to make it strong and powerful again, big and spacious, slow and steady. And then after a few rounds, after a few big deep breaths, just feeling into whatever's there, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start transitioning back to your down dog in your own time, in your own way. And give yourself a few deep breaths in your dog pose, kind of walk it out or feel around. Maybe you windshield wiper your heels side to side. Maybe you just pedal out your heels. Maybe you shift your hips from side to side. Might feel good or just different to take your feet out really wide. It might feel good or different to take your hands out really wide. So just getting curious about this posture, how it feels in your own body today in this moment. Is there any way you can create more space or support yourself more efficiently? Is your breath there? Is it slow and steady, big and spacious? Can you feel it supporting you? So rather than feeling like your breath is this extra thing you have to focus on the whole time, your breath is just as important as the physical postures. It's what's guiding you through your practice. It's what's supporting you from the inside out. So figure out how to use it to your advantage. It's your greatest tool, I think. So feel it. Get curious about it. Can you breathe bigger, deeper, slower? Nice job, everybody. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, inhale to your halfway lift position. So spine nice and long, parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow and fold. Again, like that, halfway lift. So crown reaches forward and the tops of your thighs press back. Exhale, let it go, fold in. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, and this time come all the way to stand. Arms to the sky as you inhale. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Inhale, take your arms up, stretch tall. And exhale, stick your butt out behind you. Take your slow dive down. So traction out your spine. Feel your body move through space. Halfway lift as you breathe in. So how much length can you create? Very good. Exhale, fold, bow, release. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Take it back up. Arms reach up. Stretch tall. And exhale, hands to your heart center. One more round, just like that. Breath to movement. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive. All the way to empty in your breath. And then as you inhale, lift halfway. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out. And exhale, fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, and take it back to stand. Arms reach up, stretch it out. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. Let's add a side body stretch. So your choice, I'm gonna grab my left wrist. You can do whatever you'd like. Side body stretch to your right, hips go left. So some options, right hand to right hip. You can interlace your fingers, steeple index. You can interlace your fingers, press through palms, maybe a yin yang variation. So totally up to you. Left side is really long, more weight in your left foot. Breathe into your left waistline, left rib cage, the space between your ribs. One more round. Nice job, good Makai. Inhale back to center, realign. And then as you exhale, take it to the other side. So right side lengthens, a little more weight in your right foot. Shift your hips to the right as your upper body reaches to the left towards the window. So like a crescent moon shape, that's what you're trying to create. Breathe into your right waistline. See if you can lift your right ribs further away from your right hip. One more round. Nice, Cam. Inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Shoulders back and down. So make sure your shoulders aren't rolling forward to get your clasp, but instead back and down. Shoulder blades hug your spine. Maybe reach your hands back. Maybe lift your heart up, just a little baby back bend. Puff up through your chest. One more in breath. Nice, Kirsten. Exhale, keep your clasp and slowly dive down into your fold. Hang out in your forward fold with your fingers interlaced for a few rounds. So let your head be heavy, let your neck relax. See if you can bring your weight just slightly forward, so more in your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels, and feel that connection to your center, navel to spine. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Nice job. Possibly even start to reach them forward. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, good job. Hands to low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Maybe give them a little shake out or shake your head a little bit. On an inhalation, find your halfway lift position. Spine parallel to the ground. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, plank pose. Take just a moment in your first plank pose of practice to really find your strength. So spread your fingers wide, push the ground away, draw your belly button in and up, and start to take just little baby rocks forward and back. So as you push the ground away, transfer your weight just slightly forward, slightly back, like an inch or so of movement, not much. Nice, Charlotte. Take one more big inhale, rock forward onto your tippy toes or bring your knees down to modify. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Start with just a baby cobra today. So stay nice and low, lift with the strength in your back body rather than the strength in your arms. Roll your shoulders back and down. And with your hands, imagine you're trying to drag your body forward. So rather than pushing down, pull back. See if you can keep that and just float your hands. So you're keeping your heart reaching forward, lifting up. Just float your hands like a millimeter above the ground. See if you can keep your feet rooted, your shoelaces rooted, your pelvis rooted. Take one more inhale. And exhale, release. Good job. Choose one more back bend variation of your choice. So anything that would feel good, anything that's calling to you. And then when you feel complete with that, downward facing dog. Big, spacious breaths into your down dog, Ujjayi. All right, from your dog pose, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So for a moment, keep your hips square, inner thighs face each other. Make your right leg as long and as strong and as powerful as you can. Nice, Kate. Active through your right foot. Press down through your hands. Press up through your right foot. Take one more in breath. And then as you exhale, right knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. And then exhale, step forward softly, low lunge. Rise up to crescent lunge in your own time. So take a moment to settle into your legs, to find stability through your legs. Front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. Nice job. So your legs feel strong, and then your upper body is your own expression, your own unique expression. So feel into it. Lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze, soften your face, maybe even a tiny little smile on your face. So feeling into your pose, your crescent lunge, the energy of your pose even today in this moment. Feel your breath flow through. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down to your front thigh and start to work your front leg towards straight. So as you straighten your front leg, bring your spine parallel to the ground. So it's like you're in an extended pyramid pose. Right leg straight, pull your right butt cheek up and back, lengthen through your spine. So it's like you're in a halfway lift with your spine. You're on your back tippy toes. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. And then as you are ready, we'll come into a balance. Bend your front knee as you launch off your back foot. So back leg lifts. Keep your back leg active, your back foot active. You can keep pressing your hands into your front thigh, spine nice and long. If you want, feel free to add some arms. Arms are completely up to you. Forward, out to the sides, back, prayer hands. Hips are square. Back leg is level with the ground, parallel to the earth. Soft through your face, deep breath. One more round. Thanks, Christine. End of your exhale, come back to your crescent lunge. So step your left toes back, reach your arms up. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, hands to the earth. Left hand stays on the ground, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge, twisted lunge. So take a couple breaths in your revolve lunge. Feel the twist coming from your belly right underneath your rib cage. And then you may or may not need to scoot your left hand back a bit, but see if you can start to work your front leg towards straight. So lift your right butt cheek up and press back through the top of your right thigh. Doesn't have to get all the way straight, but that's your intention. Squeeze through your inner thighs. You're still balanced on the ball of your back foot. Twist from your center, open through the right side of your heart. Maybe gaze up at your right fingertips. One more huge breath. End of your exhale, unwind. Walk your hands to the left side of your mat, the left long edge, parallel your feet. So adjust your legs if needed. Straighten your front leg. Halfway lift position, inhale. And then keep your fingertips on the ground in your halfway lift. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat just a little bit as you bend into your left knee. And then reach your left arm to the sky, little twist here. So all of your toes are still facing the windows. Left knee is bent. Open through the left side of your chest. One more round. Good job. End of your exhale. Come back into your wide-legged straddle and either work your fold or you can explore on your own in any way you'd like. Make sure your breath comes with you. Just feeling whatever's there to be felt today. Noticing whatever's there to be noticed. Open mouth sighs, always welcome. Good job, friends. Last couple rounds. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. So back to a low lunge. Root into your front foot. Left leg floats high, standing splits. So high for you might be 2 inches above the ground. Awesome. Find your own edge and then be with it. Breathe into it. Nice, Veda. So left leg strong, left foot active. See if you can spread your toes or point your toes. Just do something with them so there's energy running all the way up into your left toes. You want to play with your balance, right arm behind right leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee. You can use that as gentle leverage. So press arm into leg, leg back into arm, and see if you can fold a little further. Take about 2 more breaths. If you want to play with handstand hops, you're also welcome to do so. Nice, CC. Good job. Take one more inhale. Maybe lift your left toes a tiny bit higher. Awesome, Makai. And then exhale. Step your left foot down next to your right foot. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. So tiny little potato bug ball gets small. Butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Heels can lift or heels can work down. Lifting your heels will work your strength. Pressing your heels down will work your ankle flexibility. So it's up to you. Option to wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a squeeze, a big hug. Get as small, as compact as you can as you exhale. Yes, very nice. Good variations as well. Take one more breath. Nice, Lori. Inhale, halfway lift position. So heels down, spine long. If you want, you can widen your stance. And then exhale, fold it in. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand, arms to the sky, big stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, grab your strap and bring it into your hands. So about a little bit wider than your shoulders, not a ton wider. And hold it right out in front of you. Make it taut so you're pulling it apart. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, turn to your right. Imagine you're trying to get your strap parallel to the back wall so your hips can twist a little bit as well. Keep pulling apart on your strap. Again, trying to make your strap parallel to the back of the room. Keep breathing, standing tall. Take one more breath. And then end of your exhale back through center. Other side. So let your hips twist a little bit and keep pulling apart on your strap, arms long in front of you. Trying to get your strap parallel to the back wall. Breathe, stand tall, stay rooted through the inner edges of both feet. Take one more round. Inhale back to center. And then bring your strap above your head. You can choose to keep your hands where they're at, or you might bring them in just a little closer. Side body stretches, so hips to the left, upper body to the right. Keep pulling apart on your strap. One more round, and you can explore what it feels like to bring your hands really wide or closer together. Inhale through center, other side as you exhale. Breathe into your right side body. Feel all that length, all that space. Send your breath into it. Pull on your strap. Keep it nice and tight. Take one more round. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Imagine you're trying to touch your strap to the front wall. So reach, 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 then fold and just set your strap down in front of you. You can let it go. Halfway lift position as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Take your own vinyasa, however you would like. Add or subtract, skip it all together. We'll see you back in down dog. Nice, Heidi. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale your left leg to the sky. So for now, hips are square, inner thighs face each other. If you think of the position your body is in right now, you are in a warrior 3 already. You've just got your hands and your one foot on the ground. So we're basically going to take this shape and we're going to flip it up. So you're balancing on just your one foot. You're already doing the pose. How does it feel? So feel the strength in your left leg. Feel the length in your spine. Feel the connection to your center. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round your back, hollow out your belly, stay here, breathe in, push the ground away on your back, tippy toes. And then step forward softly, rise up to your crescent lunge, no rush. Nice Makai. So all of your toes face forward, hips square. Find stability through your legs, your strong foundation. So your legs, they shouldn't feel really wobbly, like you could fall over at any second. But if somebody came and tried to push you over, you would have stability there. You'd have a connection to your center. You feel strong in your body. So lower body is your strength, your foundation, your structure. Upper body, your expression. Lift your heart. Maybe lift your gaze, maybe spread your fingers. So feeling into it, breathing into it. One more inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh and work your front leg straight, your spine parallel to the ground. So you're sending your left butt cheek back, and even imagine there's a rope attached to your left butt cheek pulling up towards the ceiling. Spine long, back of your neck long, so gaze down. Take 1 or 2 more rounds here in this extended pyramid variation. And then as you're ready, bend into your front knee, float your back foot off the ground for your warrior 3 variation. Spine long, back leg strong, connected to your center. If you want to add some arms, go for it. You can explore arms. Nice jobs. Yeah, so forward, out to the sides, back, maybe one arm forward. You do you. Feel your connection to your center, so don't lose it. Feel the strength in your back leg. Active through your back foot. One last breath. Very nice. Come back to crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to the earth. So low lunge, and then revolve lunge. Right hand stays on the ground, even a block. Left arm to the sky. Nice, Kirsten. Good, Tracy. So find your revolve lunge first. Feel what's there. And then see if you can start to work your front leg towards straight. So you might need to move your right hand back a little bit. Start to lift your left butt cheek up, and press back through the top of your left thigh. Stay balanced on the ball of your back foot. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Twist from your center. Open through the left side of your heart. Nice, Christina. Take 1 more full round of breath. See if you can straighten your front leg a little more. Twist a little further. Awesome, Cam. End of your exhale. Let it go. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. Fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands back towards the back of your mat a little bit as you bend your right knee. Left hand down, right arm up. Little twist here. So big bend in your right knee. Your butt sticks out behind you. Spine is long. Open up through the right side of your heart space. Maybe gaze up 1 last round. And then let it go. Back to your wide-legged fold, or feel free to move and explore. About 5 breaths. Soft face, soft jaw, open mouth size if you want. So just a release of tension, of too much energy, too much sensation. Ah, yeah, very nice. 1 last round, wherever you're at. Inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips down. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, and then standing splits. Left foot roots, right leg lifts. So find as much length in both of your legs as you can. Hug your left inner thigh in and lift from your center so it doesn't feel like everything is moving down into your left foot, but it feels like energy is moving up. If you want to, left arm behind left leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee. You can use that as leverage. If you want to hop, handstand hops, go for it. Take a couple more rounds in your pose. If you're holding, your neck is relaxed, you're not gazing forward, gaze is somewhere back behind you or even up. Right foot is active, right toes are active. One more inhale, lift. Yes, good. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Set your right foot, or excuse me, right foot down next to left. Tuck and curl. You can stay in your little tiny potato bug ball, or if you want, you can try moving into toe stand for a little balance challenge. So up on your tiptoes, squeeze your inner heels, your inner knees, your inner thighs. Point your knees straight forward, bring your hands to your heart, spine long. So wherever you're at, whichever pose you have chosen, about 2 more breaths. Very good, everybody. Nice, Kate. Next time you breathe in, come to your halfway lift, heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach up, stretch tall. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, grab your strap again. And then this time, you're probably gonna want your hands quite a bit wider than your shoulders, at least to begin with. Pull your strap apart, and these are just pass-throughs. So you're gonna reach your arms up, and then take them all the way back and down behind you, then bring them up and forward. So just like that, keep your strap really tight. The closer your hands are, the harder this will be, the more it will be for your shoulders. So if you want to bring your hands closer together, or if it feels like too much, you want to bring your hands further apart, please do so. You don't want to be bending your elbows at all. You want your arms straight and strong, your strap really tight, and try not to compensate with the rest of your body. So the rest of your body just stays still. Back and forth, feeling into your shoulders, keeping your spine neutral, keeping your breath slow and steady. Couple more times. And then just bring your strap again straight out in front of you. However you had your hands last time. We're gonna take what we did last time, same thing, but just breath to movement. So inhale here, strap straight out. As you exhale, twist to your right. All the way to empty, twist as far as you can. Inhale back through center. Other side, exhale, twist to your left. Good, back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, side body stretch to your right, hips go left, pull your strap apart. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side, all the way to empty in your breath. Pull on your strap, inhale, back up. Keep pulling your strap apart as you exhale, stick your butt out, reach your strap forward, 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 then release, set your strap on the ground, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Pause this time in your plank pose. Lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. So one arm at a time, come down to your forearms. And then from here, we'll move into a side plank. Right hand, or right forearm, I should say, is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered, or if you want to modify, you can even step your left foot out in front of your body. Left arm to the sky or left arm towards the front wall. Lift your hips as high as you can. Stay in your side plank position, or option to turn this into a forearm wild thing. Step your left toes back behind you. Let your heart rotate up towards the sky, really pressing down into the belly of your right forearm. Wherever you're at, one more big deep breath. Good job. End of your exhale, forearm plank. Come back. Press up to your hand. So high plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, right leg to the sky. Beautiful. Open up your right hip this time. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. Try to keep both hands rooted, both shoulders strong. You're absolutely welcome to stay here. Or one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Nice, Christina. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit, aim high, push the ground away. Awesome, Kate. Inhale, back up, lengthen. And then everybody exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, softly step forward. Set up a pyramid stance this time. So back foot steps in about a foot or so. It depends how long your legs are. Both feet are flat on the ground. I like all 10 of my toes facing forward and my feet on 2 train tracks rather than a balance beam. Inhale to a halfway lift position and pull your right hip back as far as you can. Crown of your head reaches forward as far as it will go. So all that length, and then whenever you're ready, work into your fold. Forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine at the bottom of each exhale. Stay where you are at, or if you want to go deeper, I'm going to give you an option, and this is just an option. Spin your fingers back to face towards the back of your mat and see if you can crawl your hands back further. And then this is a fun little playful thing if you want to try it. Press really firmly into your fingertips. Really pull your forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee. See if you can lift your back foot off the ground and bring your left heel towards your left butt cheek. It's so hard. It's called flamingo pose. I never teach it because it's so hard. Take one more round wherever you are at. If you have your back foot lifted, stay. And then end of your exhale, just let it go. Step forward, forward fold. Good job. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach up, stretch tall. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, grab your strap again. And this time we're going to use it around our right foot. So we're balancing. Left foot is your foundation. Lift your right foot up and wrap your strap around the sole of your foot. Left hand to your hip, right leg extends forward. So stand as tall as you can. Press out through your heel, flex your toes. Try to pull your right shoulder back into its socket. Stay here and breathe here, or option to open your right leg out to the right. Maybe extend your left arm out to the left. Flex your toes, press through your heels, stand tall. One more round. And then slowly bring it back to center. Switch your strap into your left hand and reach your right arm back, twist. Press out through your heel, squeeze through your inner thighs. I know it's hard. Be patient with yourself. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. Good job, friends. Slowly come back to center. See if you can keep your right leg lifted and just release your strap. Let it fall down. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Yay. Exhale slowly into a low lunge. The right foot steps all the way back. Once you're there, bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out wide. So this nice hip opener, you can stay up on your hands. You can bend your elbows or lower to your forearms. Back knee can stay lifted or come down at any time. There's a lot of sensation. Breathe into it. If you want to pivot your left toes out to the left, roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, or even move into cat grabs its tail, go for it. Breathe. So rather than holding your breath, breathe into it, soften around it. Tell your body, I know you're uncomfortable, but it's okay. You're safe. You can relax. Think about 3 more. Really good, everybody. You want to side out your mouth. Lift back up onto your hands. Plant them under your shoulders. Lift your back knee up if it's on the ground and just work your left foot back. You're in a plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up, maybe a little rock forward. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. So take just a moment, walk it out in your down dog. Feel left side versus right side, left leg versus right leg. Maybe there's a difference, maybe not. One more inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, just flowing for a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Add a little baby back bend as you exhale, cactus your arms. Lift your heart, gaze up. Nice, CC, inhale back to neutral, reach. And exhale, dive down slowly. Nice, Makai, beautiful. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. And then from your plank, lower down, one arm at a time, forearm plank. From your forearm plank, left forearm is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. Right arm to the sky. You can modify by stepping your right foot out in front of you if you would like. Otherwise, feet can be stacked or staggered. Right arm can reach up or towards the front wall. And then if you want to, option to turn it into a forearm wild thing. Step your right tiptoes down behind you. Let your heart open. Yeah, wherever you are at. One more great big huge breath. You got it. Nice, Veda. Come back slowly to your forearm plank. Stay connected to your center. From forearm plank, back up to your palms. High plank, press up. Take a big inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Lift your heart as you breathe in. Lift your hips as you breathe out, downward facing dog. All right. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And then try not to move through your hands or your shoulders as you peel your left hip open. So bend your knee, reach it out to the left and then up towards the sky. Feel your left hip stack on top of right. Left foot is active. And then I even like to imagine I'm squeezing an invisible washcloth behind my left knee. Take one more inhale. You can stay if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away as you come forward. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Nice, Charlotte. Exhale, left to left. Aim as high as you can on your arm. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Cam. And then everybody, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Step through softly. Pyramid stance. So step your back foot in about a foot or so. Set up your stance the way you like it. Both feet flat on the ground. and then either on 2 train tracks or a balance beam. Find a halfway lift position. Pause there for a moment and really pull your left hip back. Imagine somebody's taking their hand to the crease in your left hip and literally pressing back. So you can do that yourself if you want to. When you are ready, work back into your fold. Forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Great place to stay. If this feels like enough, stay here. If you want to try going a little deeper, rotate your fingers back towards the back of your mat, and then start to crawl your hands back as much as you are able to. Really think forehead towards shin, nose toward knee. Your left hip is pulling back. Maybe bend your back knee and lift your right heel up towards your right butt cheek. Oh, it's so hard, I know. Awesome job, you guys. Take one more round of breath wherever you are at, flamingo pose or pyramid pose. And then end of your exhale, set your right foot down if it's lifted and step your right foot forward, forward fold, nice and easy. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach up, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, one more time, grab your strap. You guys are gonna be like, let's never use straps again after today. Just kidding. All right, right foot is your base. Lift your left foot. Wrap your strap around your left foot. If you have the flexibility and you don't even want to use a strap, that's fine with me. So left hand to your strap, left leg extends straight forward, right hand to your right hip. Tendency is for your left shoulder to kind of come forward. See if you can bring your left shoulder back into the socket. Press through your heel, flex through your toes, stand tall. If you want to stay here, fine with me. Otherwise, open your left leg out to the left. Maybe reach your right arm out to the right. Stand tall, press through your heel, flex through your toes. Focus your gaze, slow and steady in your breath. If you have your left leg extended out to the left, slowly bring it back to center. Switch your grip. So right hand grabs your strap or maybe your foot. Left arm reaches back. Open through the front of your heart. Broaden through your collarbones. Press through your heels. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Couple more rounds. Good job. Be playful and compassionate with yourself. Slowly unwind. Keep your left leg lifted and just release your strap. Let it fall down. Inhale here. Exhale, slow motion into your low lunge. So left toes all the way back. Once you land, hands to the inside of right foot. Walk your right foot out wide. Your right foot might even come onto the hardwood floor. And you choose. Back knee can stay lifted or come down. Start to lower your upper body towards the ground. Let your heart melt. Breathing into all that sensation. Softening around it. So not trying to make it go away, not resisting, fighting it. Just allowing what's there. You want to pivot your right toes out to the right or even roll into the baby toe edge of your right foot or even play with cat grabs its tail. Feel free. About 3 or 4 more breaths right here in your hips. Send your breath there. Really good. Open mouth sighs are welcome. Nice, Lori. Take one last huge breath. And then lift back up to your hands. Stack your hands under your shoulders. Lift your back knee off the ground and work your right foot back so you'll be in a plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up, maybe a little tiny rock forward onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, chaturanga. Lift your heart as you breathe in. And then for a moment, you choose any resting pose you'd like. Maybe a child's pose, maybe a hero's pose. Maybe you just want to lay on your belly. Just take a moment, slow down your breath, bring it back if you've lost it. Feel your body, all the space inside of you. Your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky. Peel your right hip open. Stay here and hold, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, or even right hand behind your head. Heart wants to look at this front wall. Let it lift your hips, back muscles strong. One more big breath. Very nice. Awesome, Tracy. Come back. Three-legged down dog. You can square off your hips if you want. Take an inhale to lengthen. And then everybody pigeon pose, right? Shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. If you would rather take this in a seat or on your back, if you know it will serve you better there, then take it on a seat, in a seat or on your back. Big deep breath to soften around the pose. So you've got a structure. You've got what we call the integrity of the pose. And then you're just letting your body soften around it, within it. Unclench your jaw. Soften through your forehead. Good, you guys. Be here for about 5 or 6 more rounds. Sigh out your mouth anytime. Take about 2 more rounds. And then slowly, however you would like to find your way back to down dog. Start transitioning back to your downward facing dog. No hurry. Maybe you move into a 3-legged dog and give your right leg a nice little shake out. Maybe you take a vinyasa in between sides. Maybe you just want to take some cat-cow. So take a moment, just feeling, noticing, observing, right side versus left side. Good, everyone. And then from your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open, so bend your knee. Feel your left hip stack on top of right. Stay here, or if you want to, flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm forward, heart forward. Yes, lift your hips, feel the strength in your back body. Nice, Heidi. One more full round of breath. Heart looks towards the front wall, hips lift towards the sky, and then come back, three-legged down dog. You can extend your left leg or square off your hips if you want. Big inhale. Exhale into your pigeon pose. Take your time to find your own alignment, structure, the integrity of your pose, and then settle in breath by breath. A little bit of activation through your left toes. Imagine you're trying to pull your left hip back, even slightly up, as you take your heart forward and down. About 3 more breaths. You can sigh out your mouth anytime. I will leave it up to you ultimately. But when you feel pretty much even on both sides with your pigeon, start transitioning back to one final down dog. However you want to get there. If you want one last vinyasa, now would be your time to take it. If you're back in down dog, just feel into, breathe into all that space and length you've created throughout practice. Good job, everybody. Take one more big, huge breath into your dog pose. And then at the end of your exhale, just set your knees down gently and find your way onto your back, however you'd like to get there. You can face whichever direction you'd like to face. Once you're on your back, whatever feels good, hug your knees in, full body stretch. We'll take one last back bend, one last heart opener. So set yourself up for a bridge pose, feet on the ground with your knees bent, arms by your sides. I'm just gonna let each one of you, I think everybody in here is familiar enough with bridge pose. So in your own time, just lift up into your bridge. Take about 5 breaths. You can work your shoulders underneath you. You can interlace your fingers. You can take robot arms. If a full back bend is in your practice and you feel like going there, go for it. Hug in with your inner thighs. Press down especially into your heels and the inner edges of your feet. You don't want your feet wider than your hips. All of your toes face forward. Feel that opening in your front body. Opening in the front of your head. You can stay longer if you want to, but after about 5 breaths, or whenever you're ready, just start to ease your way back down. And once you're back in a neutral spine, just windshield wiper your knees side to side. So feet come out to the width of your yoga mat, nice and wide. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms. And just take your knees side to side slowly, mindfully, feeling whatever's there. If you want to pause on one side, take a couple breaths or so, feel free. And then after a few rounds of windshield wipers, just bring your knees back up and let them fall in towards one another. So feet wide, knees together. The outer edges of your feet can lift if that's what naturally happens. And just feel, this is constructive rest pose. So feel into the space all the way down in your low back. Maybe even visualize your pelvic bowl. Just breathe down into that space as you relax and rest for a moment here. And if you feel really good, really comfortable, and this is where you want to stay for the remainder of your practice, totally fine with me. If there's a couple more poses you'd like to take to just finish off your practice, maybe a happy baby, maybe just giving your knees a big squeeze, anything else your body is calling for, feel free to move through those poses or stretches. Everybody, in your next few breaths, start transitioning into your final relaxation. No hurry. My thought for you today is simple. Just says, Western culture believes that we must be alive for a purpose, to work or to make money. But indigenous cultures believe that we are alive just as nature is alive. To be here, to be beautiful and strange. We do not need to achieve anything to be valid in our humanness. Western culture believes that we must be alive for a purpose, to work or to make money. Indigenous cultures believe that we are alive just as nature is alive. To be here, to be beautiful and strange. We don't need to achieve anything to be valid in our humanness. So for these last few moments, let go of needing to do anything, needing to achieve anything, and allow yourself to really just be exactly as you are, beautiful and strange in your humanness. And let your body just rest. Imagine that there's a wide open space inside of you. And just let the sounds, the vibrations from the bowls flow through you. Notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just bring movement, gentle movement back into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes. And as you are ready, roll to either side, fetal position. And just take one last moment, resting on your side body, curling into yourself, this nurturing pose. Just really let your practice, let that sound bath, let anything that came through for you just settle inside of you, absorb into you. Maybe there's even some way you imagine or visualize that. And then use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So facing forward towards the front of your mat, towards the front of our space. Sit up tall, close your eyes. Bring your hands to your own heart. And just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for showing up here this morning, taking time to do your practice, to tune in, to be more present. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, beautiful. Love you. Try to call you today. Yes. I have a massage at 2. So I'm going to either before or after.